What's up YouTube, Barcode here. Today I'm bringing you a Epic 7 video. To people that are in the Epic 7 community and don't know who I am, my name is Brian, aka Barcode. I've been gaming for years, 5 years plus of gacha experience, in types of games like this. And I just want to bring a free-to-play type of tips and tricks video for Epic 7. I am pretty much a full-time Dungeon Hunter Champions player. When Epic 7 came out, I played Summoner's War for 4+ years, and I quit that for Dungeon Hunter Champions. That's my main game. This is kind of a side game, and I've been playing it a ton, and I love it. And Epic 7 has just a ton of potential as well. Definitely enjoy it much better than I ever did in Summoner's War. And I got lucky in RNG as a free-to-play account. I can't say free-to-play exactly, $7.99 on the experience buff, but that's it, and that's all I'm going to plan on spending on. But this video is just going to be about tips and tricks for free-to-play type of players to help you progress along the way if you don't know what to do or confused on all of the multiple things that you can do in this game. And when I do stream, I am streaming dual gaming, so if you want to check me out, just give me a follow on Twitch at baldbarcode.com or twitch.tv/baldbarcode. Yeah, it'll be in the description anyway. So let's get started. First, this is going to be after the tutorial. Once you've completed all the tutorial and you get to at least the re-roll, the 30 summons that you can, the 30 chances you can do with the multiple summons. This is when you really want to choose if you're just going to go with whatever the game gives you, or you can re-roll. So re-rolling, you can reset your Google account by going into the settings, which would be in the top right in the settings. You can click that reset button on the Google Play to reset and re-roll up to finish the tutorial again, re-roll. Three main champions that I think that everybody should maybe look out for and maybe stop re-rolling at the time that you get it is either Ravi, Sev, or Destina, or Destina, or however you want to pronounce it. People in other games know my pronunciation of characters are horrible, so bear with me on that. But I'll show you. Everybody should know in the Epic 7 community anyway that's in the game know these characters, but if you're free to play and new to the game, I can show you. So Destina is probably by far one of the best healers in the game, and I mean, she's just one person that you might want to stop on for re-rolling anyways. So I would look out for her. If you get her, then I would just accept the summons that you got and go with it. Also, a DPS character that you can stop on is Sev. So Sev is a water thief who does amazing damage and ton of AoE damage. He's great early and mid game. He might fall off late game a little bit, but still a great champion to start with. The other one, which I'll show you Sev in a minute if I can ever find him. Blah 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 blah. Where are you? Where are you, Sev? See, I don't have him, so because I stopped on someone else. Where are you? Seriously, are you gonna be like this to me? I think you are, aren't you? Maybe he's in Eureka? Nope. Foreign land? Nope. Midnight? Where are you, dude? Seriously. You make me upset here. Why am I so bad at this here selection? Can't even find them. Here, I was going to view all. Water. He's not even on here, dude. Oh, here. There he is. Oh my goodness. So his ultimate is a single target, but if the enemy dies, it inflicts additional damage to all enemies, and it's huge damage. So I would definitely stop on him. The other one, like I said, is pretty much one of the best farmers in the game, is Ravi. So she's pretty much a self-sustained healer, big damage, and then has an AoE that stuns all enemies and decreases their combat readiness to 0 once your fighting spirit is all the way up. So 3 different characters that you want to look at. Some honorable mentions that you could possibly start with. It depends on what you want to do in the game, and in your 4-star characters that you have. But there's a couple different optional people you could start with. One being Tenebria, I guess that's how you pronounce it. She has an AoE defense break on her ultimate and increases her own attack. So if you're looking for like a wombo combo type character, I don't have an AoE defense break character, and I'm lacking that, and I wish I had one. But Tenebria, whatever, she's pretty good. Also, another person you could start with is Basar. So Basar is a AoE strip and also puts block buffs on your enemies. So second skill is also an AoE character that decreases hit chance, and if you get the right artifact to put on him, which has a chance to stun the enemy team, it's even better. So I do have him, and I use him a lot, and he's great. 2 other nukers that you could probably start with if you wanted to is Haste. Haste does a ton of bleeding damage, does a ton of damage, AoE, also can heal your team on his second skill, and if he has a bleeding debuff, the damage is increased. And then more bleeding on the first skill, so definitely a good boss killer. But just an honorable mention. The last honorable mention I would say is Vildred. He kind of falls off, but he is a pretty good farmer. So Vildred, and you get him in the tutorial. I mean, you can play with him in the tutorial a little bit, but it just, I think he's pretty good. Once you kill an enemy, you automatically do your second skill, and it increases your own attack. So that's nice, and then increases your combat readiness too when an enemy is defeated. So he's just a great farmer. So those are just honorable mentions, but I would definitely look for Robbie, Civ, or Destina. Okay. Second, I would definitely a second good tip is to focus on the adventure mode. So the adventure mode, there's a normal difficulty and a world difficulty. The world difficulty is harder. The normal difficulty is where you start. Okay, I would progress as much as you can. That should be one of your main focuses. Okay, early game. Push the chapters anyway until you can't push anymore. Then go back and maybe do all the 3 stars. So each stage has 2-star, 3-star, whatever. And then the 3 stars, for the region rewards at the bottom left, you can get Sky Stones. Sky Stones are like gems. You can buy summons, you can refill your energy with them, etc. So, you know, if you can't progress anymore, go back and 3-star as much as you can. Once you can't 3-star anything else, and you get stuck, then go back and level gear, promote, summon, maybe hopefully get another 4-star, 5-star adventurer that you can use in your team and build up, and then start pushing again. If you need the farm experience, if you get stuck to that point, you know, you're not getting any new adventures or anything like that, go ahead and just farm XP in one of the adventure modes. The best adventure modes that you want to kind of look for are the ones that have catalysts. So for example, like once you beat all of normal, you get into world difficulty, and this is where I farm currently for one of the characters that I'm trying to ascend completely. So where I farm is 1-3, and they some of the stages in the stages in normal to drop these, but if you look at the bottom right, the obtainable rewards, there's catalysts, and those help with you know, awakening your adventurers so that they can they get better stats. Obviously, it's like ascending in Dungeon Hunter Champions, or you know, awakening in Summoner's War, whatever the case may be. So definitely farm something that has catalysts in them, okay? Another quick tip is the shop. So the shop, you should definitely look at least every day and take care of what you need to take care of daily. The first one would be in the normal section on the bottom, on the right. I would go with getting, if you have these leafs, the leaf currencies, which are a little bit harder to get, but you can get them. If you do have them, I would spend them on the Labyrinth compass, because Labyrinth is definitely somewhere you want to farm. Or also the Abyss guides. I'm actually stuck at like stage 42 in Abyss right now, so I'm not buying these. But I plan on passing that shortly. I need to change around some equipment. But I would definitely buy those as well to progress faster. You don't have to, but if you want to progress a little bit faster and get the rewards from Abyss, then I would definitely get that as much as you can. For transmit stones, so you have two currencies in transmit stones. You have gold and you also have silver, okay? For the gold, I would, it's up to you. I like to go for the light and dark champions, and I do have a natural 5-star and a natural 4-star light and dark champion. So that's, I always shoot for light and dark because they're just the most rare to get. But I would spend my gold on those. You could do 4 to 5-star summon tickets if you feel lucky, but I would just probably think that you're going to get a 4-star. So I'd rather go with any 3, 4, or 5-star light and dark because they're neutral element. And a lot of the 4-star characters in the regular summons get trumped 9 out of 10 times by different characters. So definitely not worth it. Silver transmit stones, I would definitely go with, before you buy anything else, go with the Molagora for a skill enhancer, and do the Giga Phantasma so you can evolve things a little bit quicker. After that, you could do like the greater accessory sets or the greater artifact charm, but I kind of saved mine until the next week. So for friendship points, I wouldn't worry about getting bookmarks unless you need to. I would never worry about it actually. But I would go with every day, get the 40 energy and the 5 flags. If you just want to progress faster, you're going to have a butt ton of friendship points, so it's not going to be a big issue. Ancient coins, you get them from the labyrinths, and I would definitely farm labyrinth as much as possible. I always get the greater ring charms or the greater necklace charms to level up your equipment. You can get the T2 to T5 chests, but it's just so random. You can get a tier 2 or tier 5. So yeah, I got a tier 4, so pretty good. It's a random stat. You can check it out in your inventory, which it ended up turning out to be, let's see, I think it was this one. Health 7%, so pretty good, but you can't level that up unless you have charms. So it's definitely a plus to. I always say to get the charms first, unless you have a huge access of ancient coins. Conquest points. Conquest points are from arena, so definitely farm arena as much as possible because you get 4 great pieces of gear here. I already bought one, which is the ring, the gladiator token, but you can save up and get all the other 4 as well. They're a tier 5 gear, which you're not going to get. It's going to be rare everywhere else, so definitely focus on getting those. But always go for the skills of the Molagora seed, the skill seed first before anything. And also, I always buy the 400 energy every single day, just because it's only 30 points. I farm the arena all day, so it's just worth it to, especially as a free-to-play account, to get that. Okay. So next we want to go into the guilds. So definitely join a guild as fast as possible whenever you can. I kind of waited a day, but then I decided to join True Power. They're a pretty active guild, and I enjoy that, but there's definitely perks in getting into a guild early, okay? And those perks are in the aid section. If you're looking for a guild, just go on Reddit or Discord, and you can easily find a guild that way, or just search in. You can just search for a random guild in here, and hopefully, you and they're active as well. But first thing you want to do is the check-ins. So down here, the daily reward check-ins. you just get extra guild coins and also gold coins just by checking in, so that's a good thing. On the right hand side in the aid, always try to aid your guildies as much as possible. If they're catalysts, I would make sure before you donate it that you don't need that type of catalyst before you donate it, because you don't want to donate and give stuff away that you actually need to progress yourself. But whenever you request aid too, I would either do, if it's not your specific element day to farm it, and you need to awaken something, you could ask for a rune, but I would always specifically ask for catalysts, because they're a little bit harder to get, and it's just definitely worth it to do that. So let's go into donate. So definitely donate as much gold as you can daily. Gold is a little bit harder to get in the game, but it's definitely worth it, because as you see at the bottom left, there's guild currency and guild coin, and the leaders or the guild leader can actually use that to buy in the captain shop an experience buff, a gold buff, and then a healing buff. The main two to really buy as a guild leader or an officer is the XP and the gold ones, but the gold ones even, that's kind of debatable too, because it's just 10%, but I would definitely, as a guild leader or an officer, I would always buy the experience buff every single day that you can. So that's just something to look forward. And this is why you want to join a guild as well, is the experience buff plus the member shop. So you can also get a once a month max 4-star Terra Phantasma, which are kind of like two, puffs and Dungeon Hunter champions, or God, what do you call them? The Evolve crap and Summoners War. I haven't played that game so long, I don't even remember the name of it now. And also the Molagora seeds. Whenever you see a Molagora seed, you need to buy it just ASAP. You need so many to level up your skills for adventurers, and it's just a good thing to have. So other than that, if you've bought those two and you have an access of guild coins, you can buy the Labyrinth Compass again, because Labyrinth is definitely worth to farm as much as possible. So it's just something to do. And then the last thing, you have weekly missions, which give you gold coins. It gives you guild reward chests. The guild gets proof of courages, which help into getting this guild supply chest. You'll get Skystone, Stigma, or Brave crests at random. So always complete all these weekly missions. The timer's up here. It's just weekly. Just get it done before the end of the week. So so that's what's guilds. So my plan for Epic 7 is to definitely do a bunch of different series to help free-to-play players out. Currently, I am done with all of the normal adventure 1010. I'm on the world difficulty. There's an event right now, so I'm farming that instead of pushing adventure. And I would recommend to always do that, is to farm events when it's out, and then always do your abyss every single day. And if you can't, you can just use those tokens, the abyss entries. You get 3 every day. And just purify, and if you can't beat a floor, just go ahead and purify at the bottom left, and you just get extra gold and stigma, and I can go into stigma in a different video, but I wanted to just show you a couple tips and tricks for free to play just to help you out. My next videos are going to be talking about connections, like what the good 3-star and 4-star connection characters that you want to shoot for first, arena comps, the sanctuary, where to use Breath of Orbuses, and what to do with the sanctuary to help you out, and then gold, how to farm that. So with the connections, I'm also, I'll just talk about it in the next video, but I'll point out some good 3-star, 4-star characters that you wanna start with and focus on in the beginning of the early game. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope this helps, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Peace.